Sharon, I was just sitting here and thinking 45 years has gone so fast. Lots of things have happened over that time, the passing of your dad, but all those hearty people back at that time. I was actually at home here at the time when that happened at Takaparawahu, but Auntie Hopi and a whole lot of hearty people who were very much part of the inspiration of what happened back at that time.
Yes, that's right. Thank you for mentioning my father, Joe Hawke. It was his day on Monday. It's been 12 months. But like most people who lose their parents, 12 months is like yesterday. And but I also want to give a shout out to our sister, our tuakana, Mere Taylor Tuiloma, who passed just recently. She was a sister that also gave her commitment to the struggle of Bastion Point. She was arrested with us up there in the second arrest. So there were actually 3 arrests, 3 evictions by the Crown, the police. But the one we're commemorating, says the highest profile, of course, is the one on the 26th of May, 1978. So 45 years is a long time. But let's arrest the amnesia that exists amongst all societies of Aotearoa. This was a land struggle of a people who had the city of Auckland built around them. We don't let anyone forget, especially Waikato Tainui, that we are the tangata whenua of Tāmaki Makaurau. And we have proof of that. No one else fought for Bastion Point in terms of only having a quarter of an acre left out of it's been written in the books of history, 80,000 acres. Once upon a time was the dominion of Ngāti Whātua. It's about the present day. It's about our mokopuna, tamariki mokopuna and their future. And so the foresight of our tupuna to protect our land, to fight for our land, protesting in those days was seen as an ugly word. My father was named a rebel, a radical. And, he was water off a duck's back, sticks and stones, And so he's left a great legacy. He's left a family that are very proud of him. He's left a hapu and iwi that are very proud of him. And also to our Uncle Mike Ramaka, Uncle Roger Ramaka, Uncle Grant, who we still have with us, Uncle Grant Hawke. The leadership that was sort of seen by the public and by our many supporters from every corner of the globe came and supported the stand that was made 45 years ago. So, it's about commemorating i maumaharatanga, i maumaharatia mātou, ā rātou. Because without their strength, without their vision, we'd be in a not-so better place than we are now. There are many strategies that Māori have had to use for centuries in order to protect our mana, really. Māori without whenua, we have very little mana. And so it's like they call the circular economy, the circular spiritual economy of our well-being as Māori, in order to recognise Papa Tuanuku and Ranginui and the hononga that they have. That's every Māori's duty to ensure the sustainability and the comfort that we should afford her and him. Hoi anō, we as a human race got a bit of a bad record. And, she's our kaitiaki. There's no way we are, we were so insignificant compared to our Mother Earth, our Papa Tuanuku. She is our kaitiaki, and so it's our obligation to protect the legacy for our future generations to come. But it's as simple as standing and having the conversation with whoever, be it a politician, be it local body, be it a group of Australian real estate people, whether it be the likes of John Denver, Bob Marley, Stevie Wonder. They all visited us They gave their support in their way as renowned musicians who are great storytellers. And one thing I'm proud of is that Ngāti Whātua Rākei have an awesome story to tell, and really appreciate the time you're giving us to talk about it. So we've got a dawn ceremony kicking off after our tent night tonight. Some of our whānau want to brave it and bring up their tents, which I think is gorgeous. Going to be tino makariri. We're going to have good fires going and good conversations, good singing. Our lovely Rewi Spraggan, our whanaunga, is preparing us a nice kai for tonight. And then we go on to the dawn ceremonies I mentioned before, to commemorate those that have passed and acknowledge the sanctity and the sacredness of what that day means for all of us. And then we zip into a pink ribbon breakfast, which we're going to have a kai anyway. So at our marae, we're pulling out all the stops to recognise other kaupapa that are dear to us. We've lost so many of our wahine and our tāne to cancer in general. So we wanted to just highlight that, but highlight the survivors as well. And then we have a Papa Tuanuku symposium, and we've got some awesome people turning up to share their knowledge, share their stories, and just be a gathering of hope, of peace, and of future happiness, and designed to make the futures for our tamariki mokopuna a meaningful one. And then it's all sealed by the deal of a concert with Herbs, Arija, Annie Crummer, Tingirao Ness, and a few other wonderful musicians that have always given their support. And that'll close off our maumaharatanga for Takaparawhau 45.